I was in Kigali for the Commonwealth, and in the Commonwealth spirit, I almost got corona for myself. Because I was sitting with in the main meeting, I was very careful. I put on my mask. But when we went to the smaller meeting, I relaxed a bit. I removed the mask. And I was sitting with Boris Johnson here, the Prime Minister of Britain, and a man from Tuvalu. Tuvalu is a small island of 12,000 people. And the man had corona. And I sat with him for almost 1.5 hours. So when I came back, I went to Tungamo, our home there, and I self-isolated myself. They did the rapid test first, then the other one. Then I quarantined myself for, I think, like 4 or 5 days. They did the test. I had no problem. So it could be that this vaccination, because I definitely was sitting near this man, and he even spoke. He didn't cough. I didn't hear him coughing, but he spoke as part of the contribution before we knew that he had corona. But you find I was not affected. Why? For me, I think it was because of the vaccine, the vaccinations I had. That's what I think. Mom and my children, my girls, think it was God who did this and that and that. But barugerada bajajjaffe barugerada nti lubale mbeera nembera okwotadde. God helps those who help themselves. So therefore, please get vaccinated. 4.6 million not vaccinated at all, and yet they should be vaccinated because they are above the age of 18. Despite the efforts by the government to bring vaccines closer to the people through mass vaccination campaigns, outreaches, and placing vaccines at all health center cities and above, it is unfortunate to see that 5.9 million people have only received 1 dose, while 4.6 million have not got any vaccine at all. Kata wotukole tutya. In regards to the original priority groups of 4.8 million people, health workers, teachers, elderly, and armed forces, I have been informed that out of the 3.3 million elderly, only 1.5 million are fully vaccinated and now require booster doses. Science has told us that unlike many other vaccines, the protection offered by COVID-19 vaccines reduces with time, especially after 6 to 8 months. This is the reason we advise people who completed the full vaccination to take a booster dose after 6 to 8 months. I am aware that the low uptake of vaccines and booster doses is due to fear and misinformation among the general public. I therefore direct the Right Honourable Prime Minister to work out a schedule for all ministers to go and sensitize the population as we did for the parish development model. I now call upon all Ugandans to embrace the COVID-19 vaccination to avoid unnecessary death and exorbitant costs of treatment in private health facilities that we witnessed in 2021. We are also going to start vaccinating children because some of the children have contracted corona, 14,000 of them, and even 7 of them died. 7 of them died, the children. of 5 to 17. That is why it is important to get these children vaccinated, but with the consent of parents. I've directed the Ministry of Health to ensure that vaccines for children are available in all health facilities so that during the holidays, parents can voluntarily take their children for vaccination. We shall begin with the vaccination of the children 12 years to 17 years. These are 6.6 million, as we plan for those between 5 and 11 years, who are 9.2 million. I'm informed that many of you have not been happy ever since we announced plans to vaccinate the Bazukuru, aged 12 to 17 years old. As you have seen, with this disease, it affects everyone, including the children. The problem with the children is they can easily pick the infection from school and bring it back to their parents and grandparents. In addition, those with comorbidities may even die. Comorbidities means if you have got other sicknesses. Therefore, vaccinating the children and adolescents not only protects them, but also protects the elderly and those with comorbidities, because the children don't bring problem to their parents and grandparents, many of whom have other diseases. Since we roll out our vaccination, 971,000 children have received at least one dose of Pfizer vaccine, and 253,000 are fully vaccinated. So therefore, I am really calling everybody, the 5.9 million who have gotten one dose, go and get a second dose. Please. Twegayiride genda bakugema omulundi ogwokubiri. The 4.6 million youth, the ones above 18, who have never got even a single dose, please go. And then now we start with the children now.